Doctor Who, and how did he, in your mind, kind of elevate the series as someone who was a part of it?
Well, for me, watching Doctor Who before I was in it, I always thought his episodes stood out rather a lot, actually, just because he's such a good and clever writer. He's got a sitcom background, so he's really good with the one-liner jokes, but also he's just an incredibly intelligent man, like too intelligent. It's scary. And yeah, I think that he just has like an otherworldly brain, and so when he finally took over the reins of Doctor Who, it was amazing. And he'd been waiting to write his first episode of Doctor Who as the showrunner from being a little boy, like a 7-year-old boy. So he had the 11th hour in him for all of those years. So it was really nice to see him live that.
Awesome, cool. Let's go to the end. Hello, sir. Were the kissing scenes awkward, was the question for those in the back.
Yes, so awkward! Like, on the Richter scale of awkward, it was, I mean, the highest possible. With Arthur, I kind of got used to it because we'd have to do it fairly regularly. But kissing Matt was really awkward because, I mean, he has become like a brother to me. Both of them have, actually. So, I mean, it felt a little like incest, which is awkward. So yeah, the Matt kiss was pretty awkward, but you know, we were professionals and we got through it, but I was laughing quite a lot.
Let's go to the back. Hello. Hi. Question was, how much of Karen's self went into Amy?
Oh, I don't know. It's really hard to tell when you've played the part, and I like to think that I played a totally different character to myself, but I don't know if I did. I mean, I don't know. Inevitably, when you play a character for a long time, more and more parts of yourself slip into it. So I think that's kind of what happened. I feel like she's a cooler version of me. She's kind of like the version of myself that I want to be. That's how I would describe her.
So Amy would like take Karen out on the town, basically, right?
She would what?
Like take you out on the town.
Yeah, she would show Karen like
clubs.
a really fun night.
Yeah.
And Karen would be like, wow, you're so cool.
How much of the character of Amy as a character do you think was defined by her beginnings, by being the girl who waited, a little girl, you know, guy in a spaceship, I'll be back in 5 minutes, 12 years later. How much did that impact who she became later on in the show?
Well, for me, that was like the starting point of working out who this person was. And, you know, so I sort of thought, like, she was always she remained that little 7-year-old girl waiting for the Doctor her entire life, and then she just sort of like built this hard exterior around herself. So that's where that kind of like strong feistiness comes from. But really, like, underneath, she's that vulnerable little girl just waiting for this magical man.